audio. Testing 1, 2. But we should be live. Da, 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 da. Testing 1, 2, 3. It's not live. It's not showing me the live. Show me the live stuff. There we go. Live. Show me the live stuff. Everybody say something before we get started. Show me the live stuff. Everybody say
Do
something
you see
before we get
John Wick
started.
5 is confirmed?
Yep.
Everybody say
Do
something
you see
before we get
John Wick
started.
5 is
Last night.
confirmed?
Yep. I'm like, last time I heard that, I was like, okay.
Do you see John Wick 5 is
Last night.
confirmed?
Okay, we all sound that bad. You're a little loud, Rage, but
I'm loud.
a little bit.
Hang on. Let me
Uh,
let me adjust it.
just a little bit. This you don't have to adjust it too much. Just a little bit. You're not super loud, but you're a little bit louder.
All right. How about this? All right. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing. All right. Testing, testing.
Okay, yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, don't. Yeah, you sound fine. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, everybody. We're live. Ready to go for another episode of Hidden in the Polygons. This is episode 37, and the main topic today is state of play. But we have some other topics to talk about before we talk about that. But yeah. Before we start the show officially, I'll let my painter introduce himself, like always.
Hey, this is Emperor Goo, your co-host.
Hey, this is Diddy Mayhem. As always, glad to be here.
Yeah. So I guess and I'm Chaotic Smith, if you didn't know. So I guess and I'm Chaotic Smith, if you didn't know. But I guess the first bit of news I want to talk about is this whole Milan. You know, I think it was supposed to. I think what when's that release date was supposed to be? Was it supposed to be this month?
I think it was supposed to be a couple months back.
Yeah, it might. Yeah, but then they get pushed back, or they never did get pushed back. I don't know, but yeah,
It got
but
pushed back eventually.
yeah,
I forgot when.
yeah. So now that this movie is like it's gonna come into Disney Plus next month, but there's a catch, pretty good one. No, not a good one, but pretty bad one. Is that it's coming to Disney Plus, but you have to pay $30 on top of your Disney Plus uh, price, and you're not buying the movie; you're just renting it. Now, when you pay $30, it'll stay on Disney Plus for you, but you don't own it. You just when you have Disney Plus, you have the movie. But yeah, I mean, I know Disney's gotta make the money back, but I think that price is a little steep. How y'all feel about this?
It's way expensive just for rental.
Yeah, what about you, man? Was y'all excited about Milan? Cause I'm excited about seeing this live action Milan movie. I want to see it, but I'm not trying to pay $30 to rent a movie on top of my Disney Plus. As of that,
Like, have they said how many the time limit.
I don't think as I know is that it does that you get. I didn't get into detail. I just know that I know it's not a one-time rental. I think it just stays on your Disney Plus once you spend the $30. Like the other shows, I think it'll just stay on there. Maybe it didn't really give it for how long, but still, I just think that because to me, it's like how long does it come to Disney Plus for free anyways? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just gonna wait for it to eventually come to Disney Plus,
Yeah.
like in 3 or 4 months or whatever. I'm not gonna spend $30. I mean, I want to see it, and I wouldn't mind supporting them. I understand that this is a big time movie, and you want to support these movies, you know, because you don't know when the movies will start coming to theaters and stuff. I don't mind spending a little bit more money to see these movies to come straight to digital, but $30 is, especially on top of Disney Plus, is outrageous amount. Now, if it was like I paid $10, I'm not gonna do it for all of the movies, but I wouldn't mind doing that for Milan because I'm excited about seeing Milan, and I understand that this is a big Hollywood movie that they need to make. You know, I don't know how much money they spent on this movie, but I know they spent a lot of money. But it's like, you know, come on, $30? Like, are you kidding me? What about you, Mayhem? How you feel about this?
I don't say like I don't say like I don't say I don't say I don't have Disney subscribers, so I really don't care.
How you feel about them? How they're doing this movie about you gotta have Disney Plus and pay $30 to rent it when they release it next month. So how you feel? How you feel about movies coming to digital and them making you because a lot making you pay this amount of money like say it wasn't just Milan, say it was just any movie you want to see, but it will come out digitally and it'll make you pay like $30 to see it just to rent the movie. How do you feel about that?
I don't say like I don't say like I feel like it's not no reason. Like it's like no reason to pay that much, which over with people which already paid for the subscription.
Yeah, yeah. It
Like
sucks.
they do they like straight like stack on top of that
Yeah.
though.
Well, I think the reason is that these movies cost so much money to make, and they were expecting these movies to go to theaters, and they expect to make so much money. I think them just putting it on Disney Plus or any if it's any other movie putting it on another service, they're not getting the money, or even going straight to this digital, and you know you just pay what you would pay for a regular digital movie price. They're not gonna make up because you gotta think about it, when they put it in theaters, every person who wants to see that movie has to pay for their own ticket, right? Say if a whole family was gonna go see Milan, or say that's a mom and dad, or mom and dad, whatever the family is, and a couple kids, right? 4 or 5 people for that family. Well, that's 5 tickets you would have to buy, right? So say if the movie tickets was super cheap or just cheap, say it was $10 a ticket. Well, that's $50 that movie company would be making right off that family. Well, now if that family just buys its own digital and they're only paying one fee, right? So I think that's why they're doing. I think that's why the price will be bumped up, right? But it's like still, I think that if you got the service, which is Disney Plus, you shouldn't have to spend $30. I understand why in a way because they're trying to make up that money. Because if every family who was gonna go see the movie buys it, they're not making the same amount of money because that's not one family is buying it one time instead of buying it 5 tickets or 3 tickets to go to theater, so they have to make up that cost. But to me, it's like, well, you should make it cheaper so maybe people who wasn't gonna go see it will see it. I think that because now you're gonna there's people who are maybe living on their own like me. Well, I want to see it. I still got to pay $30. Like it's. I just think that yeah, if you're looking at it as like a family, it's not bad in a way, right? But if you're just looking at it as one person who is it's just the $30 is just too much. $10 I would have been in fate. Disney Plus and $10, and then if you didn't have Disney Plus and you still wanted to see it, then you make me pay $20 or $30, maybe. But not. But with Disney Plus, I think it should just be like $10, maybe 15. Maybe the price of a regular movie ticket, which is like $15. Like, well, okay, but how do y'all feel about movie? How y'all feel about the whole movie business in the future? Like, because I don't know if this coronavirus is gonna get any better in the next couple of months, right? Maybe by the beginning of next year, maybe by the end of this year, maybe if the vaccine comes out, you know, what they're saying, but it's hard to really believe. But if things start to get better and people are able, feel confident about going to theaters, maybe the movies are able to come back at the end of the year or maybe the beginning of next year. But how do y'all feel about the whole movie business and stuff with this coronavirus, and what do you think the future is for movies?
It doesn't look good and it makes me sad.
Mm.
Mm.
Like, I think like the CEO of like AMC said something that the streaming services are gonna be the standard of releasing movies now. Which, to be honest, like, yeah, I can agree with that. But I think theaters, they're eventually gonna go away, and there's gonna be very few and far between.
Yeah, I heard about the theaters are already not doing so good, right? They was always
Yeah,
kind of failing before this even happened. That movie theaters were just because the main reason is there's just so much content that you can watch, right? With this
yeah.
for this streaming service, there's so much you can do besides, and and people pirate movies and stuff too. But I do think that even the price of stuff, even the price of movies go up, which the economy go. Another factor is that this. I mean, with life and like with video games and everything, it's like the cost of living just keeps going up. The cost to go out and do things keeps going up. I don't think people are making as much money, as they should be, because the cost of the jobs are not raising up, incomes are not getting raised really. So I think that even to go see a movie can be pretty expensive, right? You say you go out with some friends or you have a date, you gotta buy a whole ticket, you gotta buy your ticket, you wanna go out to eat, right? Because usually when you go to the movies, it's not just going to the movies. Usually you're hanging out with some friends, and it's a little mini event, right? It's you go out to the movies and you go out to eat, right? That right
Yeah.
there can that can set you back. You know what I'm saying? Even now, it's like even something so tiny as that, so simple as just going to the movies with some friends and going out to eat can be a lot of money. So now a lot of people only go out to the big blockbuster movies, right? So I think that has something to do with it too, just because it's I just don't think our economy is what it needs to be as far as like having money for entertainment. But something like this really hurts it though, because it's like, what are they gonna do to get back on track to try to make up that money they lost? And which one thing is, I won't say good, is that it's all these. I mean, I don't know how many movies got affected from production, but hopefully, I think we'll see a lot of movies come out faster, right? The ones that got delayed, that that are still waiting or waiting them to come out, that that was done with the filming, but just need to be, and doing all the special effects and the editing and stuff. Hopefully, those movies will come out. I'll be a lot of movies that will come out next year, right? A lot of big time movies that maybe they'll push closer, the releases closer together, which can hurt them too, because like selling people got so much money per year to see movies. So if you got all the movies coming out in one year, especially after this, people don't have the money like they usually do. They might not be able to see all the movies, so you have to choose and pick. So like you said, it might not be good for the movie business. Uh, yeah. So I guess that's all we got on that topic. Yeah, Milan. I want to see you, but $30 is a little pricey on top of my Disney Plus subscription already. So moving on to the next topic. I'm just gonna jump right into this Spider-Man news. Uh, we all know Marvel's Avengers is in beta, pre-order betas right now, going on this weekend. If you pre-ordered it on PlayStation, you get to play it this weekend. And it's finally I think Sony is gonna have this in a state of play, but since it got leaked, they just officially announced it during the week. But we already knew that it was already announced that Avengers is gonna have some exclusive content with Sony. That was announced when they announced Avengers, but we didn't know what it was. Well, we know some of it. It's still more than this. They said this ain't all the stuff that they're getting exclusive. But one thing everybody's talking about is if you want to play Spider-Man, the best Marvel character there is, uh, in my opinion, the best Avenger, is Spider-Man. If you want to play as him, well, you gonna have to play it on the PlayStation console. So, how y'all feel about this? Because a lot of people are getting upset about this. A lot of people didn't think that, which I don't know, that Sony had the exclusive rights to Spider-Man, so they don't know why they were able to do this. Which they don't. I don't think they have the exclusive rights to all Spider-Man games, but they do have exclusive rights to the Marvel Spider-Man game that they put out. But I don't know if maybe what they do with the new deal they worked out with Marvel. I don't know what's going on because Spider-Man is in another Avengers game that's on the Switch, Ultimate Alliance 3. You can play as 3 different Spider-Men. So I don't know why this is different. I have an idea, but because I think it's all in the name. Like it's Marvel Spider-Man. This is Marvel Avengers. So it's not the same universe, but it's the same kind of uh brand in a way. So maybe that's why that it's exclusive to play. But how y'all feel about this news? What's your feelings on Spider-Man being exclusive? 'Cause I have my take, but I want to hear y'all's take on it first. On y'all's opinion about Spider-Man being an exclusive character to Avengers on the PlayStation console. What's y'all's take?
I mean, I just don't care. I mean, Sony owns the rights to it.
But a lot of people don't know. A lot of people don't think Sony owns the rights to Spider-Man, though. I mean, they own the rights to him in the movies, and they own the rights to him in that Marvel Avengers game. But I don't think that means they own him completely because he is on the Switch version of the Avengers Ultimate Alliance game. But even what about you, man? How you feel about this? They might.
I want to say same here. Say same here with Gil. I don't care either.
You don't
I
care,
mean,
but
for me, it's just like they own it. So I mean,
Yeah,
whether
like
so you just
the
say,
limitations
if
of
they
their
if it,
exclusivity is like I don't particularly know. So
yeah. If you say
like
you saying since you think Sony, well maybe I don't know for sure that Sony owns the
no, Sony owns Spider Man.
no, they don't own him. They own the movie rights. They own the
With
movie rights to
the movies. I
They
mean,
own the game. The game they put out, they own that Spider-Man game because that's an exclusive game. But
because
I
my understanding was that, or from what I always thought, was like they pretty much own the licensing agreement of anything Spider-Man outside of like comic books.
no, I don't think it's right. I mean, I don't because Spider-Man's been on other games for a while now, before this game. Even on the PS3, he was on the 360 games too. Spider-Man was because Activision was making those Spider-Man games. So I don't know. Maybe when they signed this deal for that Marvel Spider-Man game they did, maybe they signed a new deal to own Spider-Man, right? For the games too. 'Cause I know they only own him in the movie rights, right? They don't own that's it. Because a game came out last year, right? It was Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Guess who's in that game? Spider-Man. Guess what that game's not on? PlayStation. It's only on Switch. So if they own him, how were they able to put Spider-Man in that game?
Well, it's probably because like it's an online game.
no,
Wait, what do you mean?
no,
Ultimate Alliance is online too.
Isn't that like an online only game though?
No, no.
Yeah, because to be honest, I don't follow Marvel news all that much.
No,
Or
I
pay
mean,
attention to it,
I played,
so I don't know much about this game.
yeah, I don't follow Marvel too much, but I played that game because I know I played it on the Switch. And I didn't play it online at all. I played it by myself. I play through the campaign and everything by myself, not online, because online sucks pretty bad on Switch. So I don't know what the details is about what's, but the guy, the director of the game, did come out and said something about, he kind of hinted that, like what you're saying, that Spider-Man has the rights to Sony has the rights to Spider-Man. He did come out and kind of hint towards that, but I haven't heard anything official about Spider-Man owning the game rights. I mean, I'm saying I'm Sony owning the game rights to Spider-Man. I heard, but that might be true because I don't know how they would do all. I can see, because I can see, them giving some exclusive content to Sony, but like Spider-Man's like, cause to me what the game is missing for me right now, the main thing is I haven't got to play it yet, but as far as just staying out, I don't see a character that I really want to play as right now. As that starting team, the characters you got, to me, I don't really see a character that I'm like, oh yeah, I like to put tons and tons, because this is one of them online games where you level up and go do the game, and they're gonna have new DLC. To me, right now, what's missing is a character that I really want to play as. This from this not because and Spider-Man would be that character, right? If they have Black Panther later online, would be that character too, but he hasn't been announced yet, and we don't know when. So just looking at the game, looking at the character you start out with, go to the campaign, I'm like, I don't really see a character that, oh yeah, that looks like I want to play this game because this character. I like those characters that it has, but as far as like a game and combat and stuff, like I wish you had like Black Panther or Iron Fist would have been cool because I like martial arts. That character would have been cool, or even like had Blade in there or something. I don't see a character that I really want to spend time with a whole lot. And Spider-Man is that character, and like I said, Spider-Man is probably Marvel's biggest character, and that being exclusive to Sony it's a pretty big deal. And but if I can see why if Sony's like, oh, if you want this character, it's gotta be exclusive because we own them. I mean, that makes sense, but I'm just shocked that Sony owns Spider-Man as far as in the gaming rights. They just own Spider-Man. Period. I don't know. I find it hard to believe that they do.
Dude, what? I was a question. Was there one time when the contract when the contract with Sony and Marvels
Yeah, yeah, that
about
was
to
that.
drop?
Yeah, that was last year, and that maybe when they redid that contract, maybe that has something to do with it. I don't think that Sony and Disney and Sony was really worried about the Marvel games as far as like Sony owning Spider-Man.
Because
That could have had that, maybe that wasn't the deal, but I don't know. I find it hard to believe, but it could have. Because when they was talking about it, none of that stuff came up. When they was
recent.
go ahead.
Sorry.
I know
Uh,
I keep cutting you off, man. My bad.
yeah. The reason that is like when I first heard is that they may go separate ways, but at the same time Sony Sony do own own the movie Spider Man. That's what got me thinking that what got me thinking like Sony like pretty much like owns Spider Man though. Kind of like owns Spider-Man, not like the character or anything, like that movie as a whole, because almost all Spider-Man movies is from Sony, if you think about it.
Yeah, well, they are from Sony because Sony is the first one to start doing Spider-Man movies, right? And they've held on because Marvel, because before Marvel was like Marvel wasn't doing very good, so Marvel started selling all the movie rights to a bunch of different companies, right? Back in the day, that's how like Fox got X-Men, right? Because Marvel was just selling the stuff. Before Disney had it, Marvel sold the movie rights to different movie companies, right? Before Disney started coming in and buying everything, right? Because you had Hulk was with Paramount, you had the X-Men with Fox, and some other characters with Fox, right? And then you had Sony had the Spider-Man, pretty much the Spider-Man universe. Any character that originated from a Spider-Man comic book, Sony has, right? So, and they've had that ever since then. They had never let it go, right? But then Disney got a hold of Marvel, and they started doing real good, and they started getting all the property back, right? But they never got Sony back because Sony wouldn't let go of Spider-Man, right? But then they said, oh, let's do a deal where we can at least have them in our movies, right? But that didn't really pertain to games, I didn't think. Let's us. Only reason why Marvel Spider-Man is exclusive because Sony studio, because Sony funded that game and stuff. So, but yeah, it's like my whole thing is I understand people being mad, but like it's been exclusive characters in all due history. I don't know why people get mad. Like you had Tomb Raider. I mean, when Tomb Raider came to Xbox and it was exclusive for a year, right? And you had like there's been some other. I think there was some other characters on some old Marvel games that were actually exclusive to Xbox that didn't come to PlayStation. So I don't know why people. I understand you have a right to be mad, right? But all this Sony being anti-consumer, Sony's gonna do what makes sense for them. They're gonna do what Sony's trying to make money. Of course, they want you to buy the game on the system. So if they can and they have the rights to Spider-Man, why would they want you to? Why would they not do this? It makes sense. They don't. They're making no system. They're making their system the best, right? They're putting the best stuff they can on the system. That's their job. Their job is not to support Xbox. Their job is to support those systems. So if they have a character that they own and a game is coming out wants to use that character, of course they're gonna. Yeah, you can use that character, but only on our system because they want those systems to be the best. So it only makes sense that they would do this. Yeah, it sucks if you only have an Xbox, but Sony. That's why Sony's doing this because they want you to get a PlayStation. Does that make sense at all? What I said? They're doing whatever makes their system look the best. As far as that go is putting out exclusive games. And then when third party has stuff, that's getting exclusive content from that game on their system. That's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to make their system look like it's the best to have, and that's part of that is putting exclusive content. This happens to be Spider-Man exclusive, I guess. Spider-Man's character.
Look at the game. I mean, look at the game.
Yeah, and
Cartridge.
it's also
And,
like, you don't have Halo. Halo's exclusive to Microsoft, right?
right.
You mean, I'd like to play. I wouldn't mind playing. Well, this Halo's not looking so good right now, but it might be good, and I wouldn't mind checking it out. But I don't have an Xbox, do I? It's exclusive. That's the same thing with Spider-Man. You gotta think of him as an exclusive character.
Yeah, I
Uh,
can't really find anything concrete on it, but
yeah, I know.
it says they only have film rights.
Yeah,
Uh,
like I said, they have right. I think what it is because when they did this Marvel Spider-Man game, right? That's exclusive to them. They said this ain't the same Spider-Man, but you look at the name of that game. It's called Marvel Spider-Man, right? And then you look at this game. It's called Marvel Avengers. I think that since this somehow this branding is the reason why Spider-Man is Sony has rights to this because I guess it's competing with each other, right? And they maybe in some deal in Sony and Marvel where they made Marvel Spider-Man that they don't want Avengers to compete. Like if they're only gonna put Spider-Man, it competes with those Spider-Man, right? So for them to allow them to do that, they make it exclusive. I think if this was like any other like Avengers game, like if they didn't call it Marvel Avengers and they just called it like something else Avengers or something, I bet Spider-Man wouldn't be exclusive. I'm thinking that Spider-Man wouldn't be exclusive, but since it's called Marvel Avengers, and I think that's why Sony's able to do it because you look at Marvel Spider-Man, right? It's not the name of the Spider-Man game is called what? It's called Marvel Spider-Man, right? It's like a new universe, new branding, and then you get this brand Marvel Avengers. I think it has something to do with that the naming. But I'm just throwing it out there. I don't know. Maybe just it could be anything. But that's what I've been thinking about though when they said this. I think it's because if you look at the name Marvel Avengers, then you look at the name Spider-Man's game, Sony's games called Marvel Spider-Man. I think that has some kind of connection. But I don't know. 'Cause I think it might be called Marvel Ultimate Alliance. So that throws that theory out the door if you look at the Switch game. But I don't know.
okay, so I'm reading an article right now that kind of explains it. So to be clear, Sony owns the rights to the movies,
Yeah,
wholesale.
Right.
yeah, we know that.
Although, but apparently here, when it comes to gaming rights, it gets a little bit foggier, mostly because there's been no major public announcement on the topic.
Okay, so You get the
Nah,
details?
I'm skimming. I'm just skimming through the article right now.
Okay.
Yeah, because like the gaming rights used to belong to Activision, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, Activision used to do Spider-Man. Yep.
Yeah.
But
That,
even
that,
then, like, I don't think that means you couldn't use Spider-Man in another game. I don't
Yeah.
know. It's Well, while you look at that, if you find anything, let us know. I'm gonna go on to the next topic, which is Rocksteady finally officially announced what those game they're working on, and it is the Suicide Squad. They announced it in Twitter with an image of look at Crosshair pointing at Superman, and they're gonna be showing maybe talking about it more during the DC Fan Fest or Fan Fair thing is on August 22nd. So I don't know how much they're gonna show or say, but gonna be some little bit more information about this game. But it's been rumored. This game's been rumored a lot. They said this game is rumored to be on next gen. Rumored to be pretty far apart. Be and it's been rumored that the other team, which is WB Montreal, their game's supposedly gonna come out before this game, which they're supposed to be working on the next Batman game. But yeah, so how do y'all feel about this game and how they this little announcement out of nowhere on Twitter? Are y'all excited for this game?
honestly, I don't know.
You don't like to me is it's like I'm a big time like I said I'm not a big time, but I enjoyed well I think Rocksteady is a pretty good studio. I'm gonna start out with that. I think they make pretty good games. I enjoyed the first Batman game. I played it and finished it. I enjoyed it. Thought it was pretty good. I tried the other Batman games. I just really couldn't get into them as much. And then and also like the last Batman. I think it was the Batman Arkham Knight with the Batmobile. I tried to play it, but I don't know. I just really couldn't get into it. And a lot of it is because of stealth. I think it was the second Batman game they made. To me, it was just I felt like they was wanting you to do more stuff in the first game, and I just don't like the stealth stuff. Batman, it makes sense to be stealth, but I don't like stealth. I like the combat. I think the combat feels good, and the graphics look good. But when they throw in that stealth and they want you to be stealthy, they lose me. So I just couldn't. I couldn't get back into them. But the thing about this is I'm not a big fan of the Suicide Squad comics or characters or anything. Like I don't care about these characters. So this game, like I just don't. To me, I don't understand why they would do this game and not like a Justice League or any other like game or comic game. Like why choose Suicide Squad? I know like they would. DC was trying to push Suicide Squad a while back, like with the movie, and it's redoing the comics. But I'm just like, these characters is just not very interesting to me. Like, why? Like at least for the characters I've seen, as far as the characters I've seen, like in animated movies and stuff, as far as the people that have in their team, like I just don't understand why they would choose this make a game with these characters and not like what will make them choose this cast or this instead of like the Justice League. It's like to me it just doesn't make sense. I don't know what they got an awesome story idea with these characters or like what
Okay, I
what
found something.
okay.
Okay, so this too long didn't read. Uh, so apparently Marvel offered Sony to publish an exclusive game. Sony approached Insomniac Games, which picked Spider-Man out of the entire Marvel catalog of superheroes.
Yeah, that's that game. But why? But doesn't mean they have exclusives to Spider-Man.
They do not have exclusive rights to it.
So
Apparently, Marvel just approached Sony to
Yeah,
make an exclusive game out of whatever superhero they wanted.
yeah. That's what I figured. I figured they had
Yeah,
exclusive rights to that game, Marvel Spider-Man, but not like. I figured they'd have exclusive like I figured them have exclusive rights to make Spider-Man games right now, but I didn't think that would mean they like if Spider-Man couldn't be in other games, right? I didn't think they would have that kind of exclusive rights. Like they could, that Spider-Man they're working on, yes, that character that's Spider-Man, but I figure you can have different Spider-Mans in different games. Like if you had an Avengers game, I figured that Sony wouldn't own the rights to that. But there's some, but the guy that came out that's working on this game, I forgot. He said that it has something to do with Sony. But he pretty much hinted out that Sony has exclusive rights to Spider-Man. So I think it's maybe some more to the deal that we know about than just that. Like I said, with the name Marvel Avengers and you get the name Marvel Spider-Man, I just think that it's something to do with that. But yeah, it's crazy.
now maybe it could just be because they're so close to each other, like in terms of so public, like it's so relevant.
I just think
Like
that it has something to do with they don't want. It's something. I think I can't. What I'm thinking, I can't put the words to what I'm thinking, but I think it has something to do with the naming. If you look at this name, it's the Sony's game, what it's called, Marvel Spider-Man, right? It's all it says, right? It's like a brand, Marvel Spider-Man. Then you look at this Avenger game, what's it called? Marvel Avengers. It's kind of the same brand. Even though it's not the same universe, and it's not gonna be the same Spider-Man, but something to do with that brand. I think since it's the same brand, it's tying that Spider-Man. It's tying Spider-Man to Sony somehow because of the name. And Marvel doesn't want like maybe whatever deal Sony did. It's like, oh no, you can't use Spider-Man because you're using Mar. It's you can't use Mar. I don't know. I'm just it's something. I just think there's something to do with the naming of the game. It's like the same type of yeah. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Whatever is going on, Sony is exclusive to Sony system. So if you want to play Spider-Man, maybe a year later or something they release it on Xbox. You never know. It might not be. It might be time exclusive, but maybe not. So yeah. So what do you think? So what do you think about this Rocksteady doing Suicide Squad? Anybody?
excited.
Yeah. What about you, Mayhem? Are you excited?
a little.
Yeah. I mean, I'm
Like I
excited.
played.
I'd say this real fast. I'm excited that they're doing a new game and that we finally get to a game announcement. But as far as the game goes, I'm not happy about them picking this game. I'm not happy about them doing a Suicide Squad because these characters are weak. That's what I'm gonna say. I'll say more, but I'll let y'all say something before I go on my rant. I just don't like these. I just don't like these characters. Right? I think that they could have used. They could have did Justice League. Why choose Suicide Squad over Justice League? That's my biggest.
You already have just a league game. It's called Injustice.
But this is a new game. This is new. This is new stuff.
Who cares?
Who cares about Suicide Squad? I mean, who cares about these characters?
Apparently, a lot of people since that won the goddamn Oscar.
It didn't. It ran an Oscar for makeup or something, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't win it because of how good the movie was. Because everybody dogged on this movie. They tried to start the comics, but the comics are not
But
doing.
wasn't that a surprise though? Like a lot of people like that movie, and I think,
No, a lot of people didn't like the movie.
yeah,
A lot of people hate on
but
the
it
movie.
was fairly good compared to any other DC movie that came out
No,
before.
not to me. I don't. I don't hate.
Yeah, not to you, but to everybody else, it was a great
Nah,
movie
I'm hearing.
compared to
I
any
have.
other DC
Well,
movie that
that's.
came
I'm
out
hearing they
before.
go both ways. So I guess it's how you. Everybody has their own opinion. To me, I don't. This one, I don't. I didn't hate Suicide. I don't hate Suicide movie like people hate it. But I don't think. But I think it was okay, right? I don't think it was. I just don't like the characters. I just don't care about those characters really. And to me, you're making a video game and using DC, you're doing a DC superhero or villain or whatever. You're doing a DC comic book team game, and you're gonna pick Suicide Squad over Justice League. You're out of your mind. Uh, Maybe this, and I think Rocksteady's gonna make a good game. I just think that you could have used Spider-Man, not Spider-Man, but you could have used Superman, you could have used Batman, you could have used Wonder Woman, you could have used Martian Manhunter, you could use Teen Titans. Come on, give me Teen Titans. Like, give me some better characters than Suicide Squad. Like, why? Give me Static Shock. Give me some young up and coming guys. Come on, not these characters. Like the main cool character is Harley Quinn. Like, I'm just thinking about like just the characters from the movie. Like, what would the combat and stuff be like? I'm just it's just I don't know how to see. Maybe they have some cool idea and some cool, we never know. I mean, it's Rocksteady, so they gotta do. I'm just disappointed that I'm disappointed that it's when I heard that they was doing suicide, when we heard rumors about it being Suicide Squad. I was like really? I just couldn't, like, they really do this? They really make a suicide game? Really? Yep. Like these comics, they try to redo the comic. Like they did a whole restart with the comics. The comics are not doing that good as far as Suicide Squad. It's like I think it was just a push. When this movie was coming out, I think WB or whoever was pushing for Suicide Squad, and that's why they got put on this game. It was rumored that actually WB Montreal was actually working on Suicide Squad first, but then that game got dropped, and they started working on a new Batman game, and then Rocksteady picked up Suicide Squad instead. So I don't know if it's the same game that they was doing, but they picked up Suicide Squad, and Montreal went over to Batman. Which now I'm more excited about WB's game because it's actually a Batman game. But I don't know if it's gonna be just like Arkham Knight and Lost Stealthy, but we'll see. How y'all feel about them announcing it this way to a Twiddle? I mean, we haven't. You figure this would be like be a good surprise at a show, right?
I mean, they're doing that DC Dome thing, whatever it is.
Yeah, I mean that's gonna be a little, but I'm saying that them coming out first, saying it off of Twiddle.
I
It's
think
kind.
he's trying to get hype over it.
Yeah, I think they did it because they're trying to promote that DC Fame Fest or whatever it is. So they're like that. But it kind of sucks that everybody's been waiting on Rocksteady to announce the game, and then Twiddle. After all this time, people wondering what it is. Well, a lot of people wondering what the next Batman game is, which that's WB Montreal, which they haven't announced, but they might announce it there too. Well, that might be at Xbox or Sony's next event too, because if it's not there, because that Fan Fest is 22nd, so I'm not sure if we'll get Sony and Xbox's event before then. So they might announce that game and then have more at that Fan Fest. Okay, so I guess what else? Was there another topic besides that before we get into this PlayStation State of Play? Guess not. So guys, did y'all see this PlayStation State of Play?
Yep.
Yep.
So, what you think about it?
It was okay.
Yeah, it was. I mean, really, wasn't much to it. But the main thing is that Sony came out. I think Sony did a good job. I think Sony needed to do this because they didn't. It would have been really bad. Sony pretty much came out and said what they was going to show. They said we're going to show PS4, upcoming PS4, and VR games. No big time PS5 news and no Worldwide Studio news. They said we're going to show PS4 and PS4 VR games, and we're going to give you some updates on some of those games that are showcased, like the indie games, the smaller games. We'll give you some updates on those games. They said, and that's what everything they said they did. They actually gave you a couple of surprises. They actually announced 2 new PS5 games that weren't announced before. Now, how you feel about those games is up to you, but they actually gave you a couple of new PS5 games. So they actually gave you more than what they said. Now, as far as the games they show, it's your opinion if you like those games. But as far as they did what they said they was gonna do, they gave you some new VR games. They showed you some new talked about some PS4 games, and they gave you some. They talked a little bit more about some of those PS5 games they showed off. But did, so what y'all so did y'all like it? So did y'all like any of the stuff they showed or?
No, I like the few.
Well, what about you, Mayhem? I know you when I seen you you said that the show was you said I forget you said something about the show being booty or something. I was like
I like, dude, I have zero, like,
nothing in the
like,
show you wanted to play
no,
to interest you at all.
no.
Yeah. See if and I can
You
see
said
like
you don't want to play Tim the Pokemon and rip off on the Sony game.
so to me I think that was that could be cool and I think that's a good showing. I think that's a good game to put on your system. 'Cause that's on PC beta right now. Oh, they're doing. And I think that's gonna appeal to a lot. To me, this is how I feel about the show. I don't think the show was needed. I'm not gonna say the show was needed. 'Cause I don't think they had anything that really stood out. Right. I think they had some cool things. I think the VR with the Hitman, people are gonna like. If you're VR, I think if you're owning VR, you probably been waiting for some VR news, and they gave you some VR news, right? They gave you a Hitman. All the old Hitman games all gonna be playable VR now, and then the new one's gonna be, I guess, they have a new Hitman VR. Then like the old games you can play VR now, which is it's cool if you're a VR fan. Then you get the uh Star Wars VR game. So I think that was some pretty cool updates to VR. And then I think on the PlayStation side, PlayStation 4 side, this PlayStation 4 is still out, right? It's still a couple months before PS5. To me, what got me hyped was the falls. Excuse me, I got something in my mouth. The Tenshu Impact or Genshu Impact game. Cause I've been following this game for a while. I tried to get into the beta a couple months ago, but I wasn't able to get into the beta. So I've been wondering about the actual release date. Cause this game is free to play too. It's it's pretty much it's not an MMO, but it's like a co-op action RPG type of game. But I think the thing is, it's all the characters is like what you call. I think it's kind of like a what you call them gacha games. Where you get like new characters, right? You buy characters, or you.
Yeah.
I think it's one of those type of games, but it's made into an actual RPG, like full scale RPG game where the combat is fun and the environments are beautiful. So I'm really excited to see how it plays out, right? Being a gacha game, because when I've seen of the gameplay, looks awesome and people talk about it, looks fun. I do know that the people who played the PS4 version said it was running a little bit rough, so hopefully, cause I know they said the PC and iOS, Android versions will be out before October, and then they said like PlayStation 4 is gonna come out in autumn. So PlayStation 4 looks like it's coming out, and it's coming to the Switch too, but it's coming out a little bit later on. So maybe let's give them time to run out to get the performance up and running. But from what I've seen, this game looks awesome. I'm really super excited. Like, to tell you the truth, there was a couple games I was really excited about this year. That's not as far as PS5 games, but as far as PS4. And one of those games I already know got pushed back, which was New Tales of Arise. That game got pushed back. And the other game, there was like three other games. One was this game, which I'm really excited about. And then one's actually a PC game called Blue. Shit. Get all my games. It's Blue something. Blue Protocol, maybe? Which is an MMO game. It's kind of like this game, but it's actually MMO. And there's actually another game coming to the PS4. Damn it, I can't think of the name. It's based on an anime, which the anime is based on a mobile game. But it just came out with a fighting game of this. Damn it. What's the name of this game? It's based on the anime. But they just came out with this anime fighting game. But they're actually doing like an RPG of this type of game. which looks really really good, and I think it's supposed to come out this year, but I haven't heard any more news about it lately. So, what's this game called? It's based on the anime too, and it's pissing me off. I don't know the name of it. What's the name of the anime? It's about like the I can't think of the name. It's on Crunchyroll. He, he flies in the ship with his team. Goodness, y'all probably haven't watched it. I really like the anime, but the game looks awesome. It's like an action RPG game. You get different characters, you're fighting. I think it's co-op too. It just looks really really good. They put a fighting game out not too long ago. It's something Versus. It was a fighting game based on anime, but they actually have a action RPG coming out too. God, I can't think of the name. I can't think of this anime name. It's probably something so simple too. But yeah, whatever. But yeah, I was excited. The main point is I was excited about seeing this game, and also I'm curious about Godfall. Godfall looks like the type of game for me. Uh, loot game, little action RPG loot game. And I was excited to see like some of the different classes and see the combat. Even though the AI looks pretty rough right now. The AI wasn't fighting back at all, so we'll have to see. But yeah, I did. To me, the show, I enjoyed the show because it had some stuff I wanted to see, and yeah, for what it was, I thought it was a decent state of play.
I don't know how much I'm gonna hate Godfall.
Why would you hate it? What makes you hate it?
Because I hate loot games.
Okay, so you just hate those type of games. Yeah, I can see. So you don't like Diablo or nothing like that?
Like I like Diablo and stuff like that. It's just the fact when the main aspect is looting and just
But
trying to get something that you want,
ain't that
it takes forever.
ain't that like Diablo?
I've never played Diablo, so
Well, you just yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, Diablo's
I played some games similar to Diablo, but they were never. I wouldn't say they were like that type of loot.
yeah, yeah. Like I said, I don't mind. Long as like
I'll put it to you like this: if it's similar to Destiny, then no, I'm probably gonna hate it.
yeah. It's similar to Destiny. Same as same as Avengers. So Avengers is like Destiny, right? But you're playing as Avenger characters, and it's not a first person shooter. It's an action third person action game. Which, like I said, I like those type of games. I don't mind those type of games. Long as the gameplay is fun, and you give me enough, and what I pay for, you give me a good enough value for my buck, for my $60. Now you give me a good story campaign, and you give me some good co-op missions and stuff or whatever, and then you can keep on expanding. I'm okay with it, as long as the gameplay loop is good, and I feel like I'm getting enough value, and that's how I feel for Destiny.
No,
A lot of people hate on Destiny Vanilla, and to me, I thought Destiny Vanilla had plenty of content. You look
wait,
at
which Destiny?
the very first one, because
Oh, you're joking yourself.
compared to any other shooter, it had this as much content or more content than any other first-person shooter.
Afterwards?
No, in the beginning. Even Call of Duty. Call
Yeah,
of Duty.
like after.
No,
like after
vanilla.
you-
Vanilla
Yeah,
Destiny.
Vanilla
Destiny
one.
had good enough content. You know why? Because I compare it to other shooters. I'm just gonna take Call of Duty. Call of Duty, like 4 hour campaign, and then you got deathmatch in the multiplayer mode, right? So you think, oh, Destiny had a longer than 4 hour campaign, if I remember, and it was a fun, and it had deathmatch and PvP mode, and also, guess what? Also they had on top of that, it had co-op missions, right? Strikes, right? And it had the raid. And people are mad about not having enough content. Are you kidding me?
But here's the thing: unlike you, it's like, it's like, it's like you're doing the same thing over and over again. It's like,
Yes,
that is
that's
main
the
point
grind.
of-
But I'm
of the
saying,
grind.
I saying
But at the
that.
same time, it's like, there's nothing here. I'm doing the same shit over and over again.
But this is my.
I'm
I
I wasted the no.
I'm glad because I've been waiting. I've been hearing people complain about Destiny so much about the game content. I've been waiting to go at it with somebody. And you just gave me my chance, and I'm excited
Go for it.
because
Go
I'm
for
about
it.
to get. Listen, it's over and over combat as far as the strikes. Right, once you do it the
Okay,
first time, to keep getting hours of content, you need to do them over. Right.
but you're doing the same shit over and
No,
over
yes, that's what
again.
I'm saying.
That's not fun.
But listen, but you have other things to do. You have PvP, right? That's what I'm saying. Destiny give
PvP is
listen.
just there. It's like
No,
it's
listen.
just there as an add-on, as far as I'm concerned.
PvP is awesome.
PvP is good. I'm not gonna
So
sit here
to
and
me,
lie to you.
this is why this is my debate. To me, if you say Destiny doesn't have enough content, then every other shooter that's came out doesn't have enough content. And if you say that, then I won't disagree. If you don't
I mean
think,
that is true.
if you say,
Because to be honest,
I
I
want
haven't played Call of Duty in quite a while,
any shooter, any first person
and I'm
shooter.
about to get on there afterwards because they
Uh,
dropped the new season.
listen, well, it's different now because this new one has Warzone. But before they had Warzone, even then it's still that about the same amount of content. But my argument is, people complain about Destiny's content, but they don't complain about every other shooter's content. To me, you're wrong because to me, Destiny's Vanilla had enough content as far as a first-person shooter game because
Dude, okay, let me just
listen,
tell you something.
listen, it had campaign, which is
Yeah.
awesome. It was short but awesome. I
Oh,
enjoyed
you're
it.
kidding yourself.
I mean, I'm not saying it's the best campaign I ever played in my life. Don't get it twisted. But as far as I'm compared to other first-person shooter campaigns, I enjoyed the story that I enjoyed my guardian becoming who he was. I enjoyed the campaign. Thought it was good. It has awesome co-op missions as far as strikes and raids, right? And then on top of that, it has multiplayer PvP, which is fun and awesome. So to me, it's giving me all of those right there. To me, that's bang for my buck. Yes, after a while, the strikes and raid get old once you do them a couple of times. But a first person shooter most of the time only has PvP and campaign, right? And all you have left to do once you beat the campaign, what all else you have to do? All you have left to do is play the multiplayer mode, right? So to me, you get bang for your buck.
Okay, let me tell you my history with that game.
See,
It took me 4 days to beat the
I won't
campaign.
say that I wish the
Hold on, hold
campaign
on.
was longer. I'm not gonna say that, but to
Here's the
me,
thing.
I just think that you're getting bang for your buck.
Hold on. Here. I forgot how much I paid for the damn thing, but I paid. I think I
Destiny,
got like limited edition or something. Anyway, it took me 4 days to beat the game, or the campaign itself. The campaign also sucked because that ending mission where you fight that giant blob thing, where the fuck it was,
yeah,
it was like that was supposed to be the grand mission, like that was supposed to be the ending of the story.
it's not. It's
It
the
didn't
raid.
feel like that.
No, well, I think because it's because it's the raid, right? Even now, like the story right now, I ain't
But
gonna lie.
even that, it's uh, like yeah, you can say that
To
as
me,
well.
I think my main reason, my main complaint is, I know probably sound like saying the same thing over. I just compare Destiny. I compare it to Borderlands 3, or not Borderlands 3, but Borderlands 2. And to me, I like Borderlands 2. Borderlands 2 had a better campaign, mainly because it was longer, right? But after the campaign, what else was I gonna do? They didn't really have a multiplayer. They didn't have no deathmatch, so I couldn't do anything else. Even now on this one, after I enjoyed Borderlands 3, but after I beat the campaign, I'm done with it. You know the campaign is longer than Destiny's, but after the campaign, I am done with Destiny. I mean, I'm done with Borderlands. Let's say release DLC, right? Because they
But
don't
that's
really.
the same thing with Destiny too. It's like once you've done everything, you've done everything.
No, because I can play.
The only thing you
Listen,
keep going with is the loot.
no, it's the PvP. I like PvP in it. I like
But that's
jumping.
not the main point. That's not the selling point.
It is for some people. What do you mean at some point? You know why? Because I like Halo's PvP, right? When you get done with Halo, you jump on the PvP, and that's what people loved in Halo was the PvP. They loved the campaign, but then
But
they would stay around. They would stay around for the PvP. We would
but
have
that
land.
never was
We
the
would have
selling
land.
point though.
We would have land parties on Halo. You don't think that's a selling point?
No, I meant selling point of Destiny.
I think it was because who Bungie is they made Halo, so people like the PvP. Call of Duty, right?
But they
It's
never they were trying to walk away from Halo.
And they did. They made a totally different game, but the
Yeah,
PvP is still
and
good
they
and
weren't
fun.
focusing on the multiplayer. The multiplayer by standard should have it's good because they made Halo, but that wasn't the selling point for this particular game that they made.
I think the whole package is selling point because every piece is fun to play. It's not the selling
Yeah,
package to you. I guess you're saying that since this game has all this content, but since I don't like this specific piece, there's not enough
it
of it.
wasn't that. I love every aspect of Destiny. It's
So
just the fact that the selling point to me was the lore behind it, the world that they were going to build, because that's what they were really pushing on from all the magazines and articles I've read leading up to the release of
yeah, I understand it. It had the game had a little hype. It was hyped up a little too much. I won't lie. I think that
it. It
was
was hyped because they made Halo.
yeah. But to me, it's guess what? When I think about first person shooter games right now, you know what my favorite one is? Right now, it's a toss up between Halo and Destiny. This is why I think Halo still. I haven't played Halo in a long time, so I don't know. I can't judge the newer
Yeah,
ones. But as far as PvP goes, Halo still might be my favorite shooter as far as on the PvP modes, right? On the deathmatch, you know. But you know well, but you know what's the best right now? It's Destiny. I like Destiny's campaign. I like Destiny's co-op missions and how you level up. I like all that way better than Halo's just regular campaign. And Destiny's PvP is right there with Halo. I think I still might give it to Halo, but Destiny's PvP is right there. There's nothing, no other game comes close to me. It's just fun to play as far as like deathmatch goes. It's to those games like Call of Duty.
yeah.
Nope, it's trash. And Battlefield is trash. The battle royale stuff like Apex, I like it for what it is, but it's not as fun as Destiny. Like I want to play Destiny all day over Apex, even though I enjoy playing Apex. But there's no other shooters compared to those games as far as the gunpad, how the gun, how you feel to shoot enemies and shooting each other. No other game. So to me, that's why. To me, you can argue that you don't like Destiny because you don't like how it plays. I won't this. I can't argue what kind of game you like. But you're not gonna argue me that Destiny for didn't have enough content because then you need to talk about every other game. Because to me, it has as much content as any other game. Even fighting games, what do you do? Are you fighting over and over and over? Well, Destiny, yes, you're playing each other. You're playing deathmatch. Now, if Destiny didn't have deathmatch, then you can make the case that oh no, you don't have enough content. But since it has all those packages, you get the campaign, you get the co-op stuff, and you got the PvP and how it's all melded together. It all comes together in a nice, yeah, your mind. It's so good. You can't say there's not enough content in there. Yes, you can say you would like more. I never disagree with that, but you can't complain and say, "Oh, I didn't have enough content for my money." Nope. You
I mean,
got
I can say that later on, to be honest.
now. You can say that the DLCs that will coming out that you think you're paying too much money for the DLC. I won't disagree with that. Some of the DLCs I think were a little pricey. I will not disagree with that.
But even then, I just felt empty after beating Destiny Vanilla. Because
I
like after I went through everything, beating the campaign, going through the strikes, and just landing myself in PvP, it's like
to me,
I
I
I kind
enjoyed.
of ran out of things to do in that game, man. It's
I
just
I
like
did I understand that after you get to that level cap and you do the raid a couple times, you're waiting on new stuff to do. But that's like any other game. Once you beat the game, it's over. I beat Last of Us. I haven't been back and played Last of Us, right? That's after you beat the game, it's over.
yeah.
To me, though, what?
To be honest, but that to be honest, I think that just depends on how exhausted you feel with the game.
Yeah, to me,
Because I got exhausted with the game very very quickly.
I did not.
And the only reason why I kept going back to it is because of the loot.
Yeah, I went back. Even now, I'm playing it now, but it's new content. But I like it because right now I get on. What I'm mainly doing? I'm getting on. I'm playing PvP for like an hour each day, and I still have lots of stuff. There's so much new stuff on Destiny that I haven't even did the raid yet. There's some new strikes that I ain't get to play yet.
Oh yeah, I tried going back. It's like nah, I can't do this
It,
anymore.
it's so much stuff in there that's new that I haven't got to play, but I'm just having fun playing the PvP right now. I got so much content I need to do. I still got 2 campaigns I need to beat right now on it. I'm working to do one of them, but I have another one. I have another one after that campaign. But I'm just having fun jumping on for like an hour a day playing PvP. that's my main argument with people. I might go in more detail, but it comes down to me that if you look at Destiny's whole package, you can't say there wasn't enough content. Now you could have been disappointed because you wanted the campaign to be bigger, right? You want to be more.
Could have been better.
Well, yeah, every campaign could be better. I mean, I enjoyed it. It's not the best story, but I enjoyed it. I thought it was good, right? Well, but yeah, we went off on a little tangent there, but that's okay. Yeah, it wasn't a lot of news stuff, but I just I just always thought how people complain about Destiny, and they crack me up because I just think that you know
But the main reason why I hate it is because of the loot. The
yeah
loot drop. Freaking hate it.
I mean it's part of the
You
game.
you know how long it took me to get the best weapon vanilla Destiny?
Talking about Gallonhorn,
I think it was the
Rocket
Hawkman.
Hawkman. A lot of people I remember a lot of people wanted that rocket launcher.
I mean, the rocket launcher was pretty easy to get.
Well, a lot of people couldn't get it though. They would do the raid and they just couldn't get the drop. So, but they ain't up
But
nerfing it. But
yeah, the Hawkman was fairly OP.
wasn't that the pistol?
Yeah, the one of the
Yeah, I didn't
pistols.
care. I didn't care for the pistol, so I didn't like that weapon.
But yeah, but nonetheless, it's like out of all the weapons, I was like most
Yeah,
OP.
I mean, I think
And it took me. It took me. You know how long it took me?
I think
Yes.
this.
Yes.
I don't know. I can't even imagine.
It took me a week before Destiny 2 came out.
Oh man. Yeah, but I think that's part of the shine of this game. Either you're in it or you're not. If you don't like the loot grinders, then that's not for you. To me, I like
I
loot
just
grind.
hate the RNG aspect of it. It's
I
like,
think that loot grinders
it's like I
can.
spent all this time trying to get this damn gun.
Yeah,
It's like I might as well get paid to play this game.
that's good. That if you have a game that you keep going back to, but if you're
But
not
I'm not
enjoying
getting
it,
paid. Because at that point it was like a job.
well, if you're not having fun, then you shouldn't be playing it. To me, if the loot's not, if you don't like, if you're not having fun going for the loot, then you shouldn't be playing it, right? If it's, I mean, it's something that's gonna be tough, and something that's gonna make you work. But if you're not overall, if you're not having fun, then you don't know. Like Destiny, especially like later on down the line when we have a good amount of people playing Destiny 1. Oh
Yeah.
man, it's some of the funnest times ever. Like it reminded me of playing the days of Halo when we had LAN parties. It was so much fun. I was playing with people from other countries. We used to there's a couple of people from other countries that grouping up with a lot and doing raids and became our friends on the PlayStation list. And we used to play online doing raids and then just trying to get the flawless raid and just end up have lots of fun nights on Destiny, man. I'm telling you, it's especially when you get a good team and you're doing those raids and stuff. Oh, it's so much fun. It's just the best multiplayer game. It's so much fun. But yeah, we went on a little tangent, but that's okay. But that's what I'm hoping that Godfather can be or Avengers can be something like. But this is a different type, right? It'd be an action of third party action. I'm hoping that those games can be that, especially with Avengers being free DLC. I do like that all the characters they release and all the DLC that comes with that game is going to be free. So that's good. That that is a good selling point. But overall, I think people are mad about the state of play because people just want more PS5 news. They want to know the price. They want to know. They just want more details about. There's still so much we don't know about the PS5 as far as like how the backwards compatibility works and how the OS looks and all these other stuff and mainly the price for people waiting on it. Like I said, I think Sony and Microsoft, I think they're both playing chicken. I think they both have prices they want, but they want to see what the other competition is, so they know they're not too far ahead, of price. They don't want to be $100 more, so they're waiting to announce their price. Who's gonna do it first is gonna be the key. Cause I think whoever does it first, I think the other one might, if they can, gonna try to sell those to some even if they just make it a little bit cheaper. Say Sony comes out and those the regular one with the disc drive is $500. I think Xbox will be like, we're $450. You know what I'm saying? Maybe less those system is super expensive. Maybe they just try to knock it down to match Sony. But if they can, they would like to undercut the other one. So both of them I think are waiting. I think they both got. I think both of them got one more show to do. That will maybe announce another game or two, and give off the actual features of the system, and then they're gonna. And then the big thing's gonna be the price. I think both of them are playing chicken. But I think this was Sony's just a get out of the way state of plays. We probably got some dope third party games. They probably had to, they made contracts with it. They had to show these games, so they had to do it before they do the next PS5 and get these games out of the way. To me, because think about it, guys. I'm pretty sure Sony still has a deal with Call of Duty, and Call of Duty comes out every year, and they have not shown a new trailer for the new Call of Duty game. Right? You know they're gonna do that at Sony's event, and it's probably gonna be at the next PS5 event because they have not shown.
I mean, I'm not sure if you've seen, but apparently they've been sending out black boxes.
Yeah, so this game is coming out, and Sony's got if this game is coming out this soon, and Sony has a marketing just with Call of Duty. They got, there's gonna be another show, and it's gotta be before Call of Duty comes out because they gotta show Call of Duty off at the show. They didn't show it off at these other events for some reason. So
I mean, do they?
Yeah, because they got a marketing deal, right? That's probably part of the deal is to show the game off at the event. And Call of Duty is a big time game, so of course Sony wants to show it off. Why would you not show Call? Oh, look, Call of Duty on a PS5. Guess what? This game's getting shown off, and it's probably gonna be at the end of this month. So to me, that tells me yeah, that the next event Sony is coming out swinging pretty big with third party games. I think you're gonna even bigger than this last one. You're gonna have probably Call of Duty for next gen, and it'll be cross gen. It'll be on both systems, but they're gonna show the new one. They're gonna announce it, and then the other stuff. So I think this was state of play. They had to show these games off they had, and then talk about it a little bit. But then next time, when they announce the price, they're gonna come out swinging. I don't know what the price is gonna be, but I think they got some, some games. But to me overall, like I said, Sony's state of play was okay. Nothing amazing. Like I said, I was glad to get information of Genshin Impact. I'm really excited about that game. I just wish I could play it now. And Godfall, I was cool to see what the game looked like, some gameplay on it, and yeah. But before we end the show, Emperor Man, you've been watching anime. We've been are we ready to pick anime yet for the next time, or you want it ready next week?
I have one ready.
Okay.
If you have one,
Yeah.
you're doing 12 episodes again, right?
Yeah. And I've been debating on two of them. I need to. I'm trying to remember. You know what? I got one. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm gonna go ahead and go with this one. Cause I remember some. I think this is be a good one. A good one. Plus, I want to do an update on our top 25 list. How are y'all coming on that? On your top 25 anime list? Where you guys at on that list?
They can only do TV shows that have finished, right?
Yeah.
What about movies?
I said you can do movies. I'm not doing movies, but if you want to throw anime movies in there, you can. But a lot of the movies I like, the anime is gonna be the anime version. Like a lot of the movies, a lot of my type anime movies are movies that are anime, right? Or from an anime show. So I'm like, oh well, I'm not gonna have the movie in the anime in there. So
All right.
but I want to know when y'all want to get this top 25 anime countdown ready to go.
Mayhem, hey, we got a list.
Have you started this, Mayhem?
No, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't like I didn't even I didn't even sorry. I I really didn't. I really. Oh wait, is it the 25 list?
Yeah, top 25. What your top 25 anime list? Mine's already done. I'm just gonna let y'all know I've been done. I went to my anime list.net, and then I was like, boom, 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 boom. And I mean, I ain't gonna lie, there's a couple of them that I wouldn't. There's a couple of shows that I could probably at the bottom of my 25. Some shows I could probably, but
I'm gonna be honest. Like I don't got a list.
I'm not talking
Uh,
about. We're not doing it today. I'm saying you need to start getting one ready. And if you can't do
I'm
25, do 10. If you can only do 10, do 10. And if you can't say you have top 10, but you can't do you can only do 10, but you don't have them in order. That's okay.
right.
I mean, I got my top 25. And I got them ranked. But if you do what you can do, right? That's what I'm saying. If you can't do 25, you can't. You can do 10. Do your top. Just do top 10.
Okay.
But like I said, we're not gonna have to do it. But since y'all need a little bit more time, we're not gonna do it next week. We'll wait. I'll give y'all 2 more weeks. And also on anime news, have y'all seen the new trailer for the new Inuyasha show that comes out next season?
Nope.
They got a clip of it on YouTube, so you can check that out for you Inuyasha fans, old school fans. Huh? Dev was commentary. Number one, I guess he's saying his number one anime is One Piece. His number two is One Piece.
Dude, they're not even a list.
I'm just gonna say you're crazy. Number One Piece is not even in top 50, so I'm just gonna say that. Yeah, you keep on spreading One Piece, but it's not making it any better. One Piece says, you know what? I'm just gonna say One Piece has so much potential to be something good, and it just lets you down. It just lets you down time and time after again. That's all One Piece does is let you down. It's got so much potential to be something amazing, and it just lets you down. That's all it does is let you down. It tries to be like the greats. One Piece tries to be like the greats, and it just doesn't do it. It tries to be like Fairy Tail, and it tries to be like Naruto. It tries to be like Bleach, and it just can't
I'm
do it. It
I'm gonna say
I
like
don't want to go there.
yeah. I want to compare the fairy tales.
what do you mean? Fairy Tail's spoiler alert. It's my number two anime of all time. If you did
I like fairy tales too, but
number two of
I,
all time of anime on my list. I'm just gonna give you a spoiler right now. Fairy Tail's number two anime of all time. Fairy Tail.
dude,
It's one of the greats. Yeah.
I don't say I really can't put them in my top 10.
Yeah, you're crazy too. So good. Man, Natsu, come on. One of the greatest characters, anime. Best anime character, Tony Chopper. This dude's out of his mind. Yeah, developers commentating when we do get our top 25 anime lists. If you want to come on the show, come on the show with your crappy list. I know it's gonna be. I do like Tony Chopper though in One Piece. I think he is a good character. Not the best, but he is a good anime character. I don't think the characters are bad on One Piece. I just don't think the show is very good. It's just too goofy. Too much filler stuff goes on. But yeah, everybody has to look forward to that. Maybe we'll say maybe in 2 weeks we'll have all this together. We'll see. And I guess okay. So you have something for me to start watching, Emperor, and I got something for you to start watching. So
Yeah.
so what you
Yeah,
got?
honestly, I don't think you're gonna be. I don't think you're gonna make it through here through this.
It's 12 episodes, so We'll have to.
It's
We're not. I gotta have a whole full month, so we're gonna do our update like 9, 7.
well, you're getting lucky. It only has 11, so it's one short.
Okay.
Uh, so the anime is called Princess Jellyfish.
Oh man, let me look this up. Yeah, you got. Uh, you get me good on this one, man. I don't know if I can watch this. Oh man, it's gonna be a slow one. Oh my. Are these like full 30-minute episodes too?
Yeah, it's like 25 episodes.
Princess. Oh my goodness. Jellyfish. I'm gonna look at the picture. Let me look at what you get me into. Oh man. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? Uh, what's the whole show about? What just give me a little bit what the show is about. Oh my.
A cross dresser
Oh gosh.
who becomes friends with this otaku girl,
Oh man.
and they just go on shenanigans.
Well, we will try. We will try. We'll give it. I mean, well, 12, 11 episodes up. I'm gonna have to do it. Okay. What I got for you is, I don't know if you. I don't think you've seen this. It's called Dimension W. I'm
Yeah,
gonna I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna find it and put it in Discord. Uh, it's pretty good. Uh, what I like about this anime, it's
oh yeah, I've seen this.
damn it. Okay, you already seen it?
Yeah, they're passing on Tsunami a while back.
Yeah, yeah. It would. To me, it would be something. Okay, let me. Okay.
I totally forgot I watched this movie.
Yeah, I like it. I liked it a lot. It has an old school vibe to me, like the main
Yeah.
character. I'm trying to. Hmm. Do you? Okay. I know. I think I know. I want you to watch, but I don't know the name. It's uh remember that one I was telling y'all about? Wh- I was gonna tell. I was gonna have you watch Pilot Candidate, but I ain't gonna lie. I really like that one's. That one's pretty good, but it really leaves you hanging, and I don't know if you would like it. It really leaves you hanging, but it's very old school. Not super old school, but it's you know, it's one I like a lot because for my childhood, well, not my childhood, but from my earlier days, when I first started getting into anime. But I really can't recommend it, especially because it doesn't really end. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like I don't want. But I like the vibe of it. Was it? I'm trying to think of this name. It's not of E. I remember I was telling y'all about this, but I might get the name. I can't get the name of it. It starts with Wizard. I can't think of the. I can't think of the other part of the name. I don't. It's not in my. It's not actually. I don't think it's not. It's not in my top 25 though. But it could definitely. It's good though. It, I'm just. Mm, damn it! What the hell's the name of this anime? I think it was on. I think it might be on Hulu. E. I remember I was telling you about these two animes. Where did I find them anime? Is this on Crunchyroll? Mm. Ah. See, I had that one all ready to go, and you already seen it. I'm on. Damn it. It might be on. I don't think it's on. I'm gonna find it real fast though. We're gonna get it. gonna get the name of it. Maybe I won't get the name of it. Hmm. It's not on. Cause it's not
Yeah, but
on.
I will say, Princess Jellyfish. It, it's hilarious. It's a hilarious show.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. Look, man, I'm gonna watch it. I don't think I'm gonna be very happy about it, but I'm definitely gonna.
You're not gonna be. You're probably not gonna be happy. It's like, but the next 25 episode show I'm gonna give you is very depressing.
Why you gotta give me depression stuff? I don't need that. Oh,
Yeah, you do.
I'm trying to think of this show where I can. Man, what's the name of this show? I can't think of the name. Why is it not telling me? I'm gonna find it though. I don't know why it's not popping up when I'm typing. Oh, I think I got it. No, I don't. It. Oh, it is the name. Why is it? Okay, I think I got it. Maybe. Well, I see an image. I'm gonna go here and she give me the name of the anime. Yeah, I don't know why it was So here we go. I knew I was pretty much right on the money. I'm hoping this is 12 episodes. I'm pretty sure. It was like it was just one season. But I'm gonna put the link. I'm gonna put the YouTube. I'll put it in the. Ooh, it's actually dubbed. I didn't watch the dub version. Hey, I don't know if this is like a trailer or what. Here we go. Here's a trailer. Oh yeah, this is awesome. This is
Do you have it?
what's that? I got. I'm
Do
putting
you
the.
have? Yeah.
I got it now. I just had to. It's probably not very fun for people watching it. Like, what are they talking about? But here you go. Bam. You haven't seen this, right?
Did you tell me to watch this?
Yeah, but remember, I was going to, but then I told you to watch the other one instead. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, this was one of the one that I was talking about in the beginning. Yeah, it's super good.
Yeah.
Super good. 12 episodes. Super good. Uh, yeah. So we'll start on those animes. Princess Jellyfish. I can't remember that name. Oh my goodness. Emperor Rage. When you ready to get on this, when you ready to join in the anime fun, you let us know when you want to join in the watching. When you want to give us one to watch and you got to watch what we give you.
All right.
Just let us know. But has anybody been watching God of High School? Nope, nobody's been watching God of High
No.
School.
I was gonna say I love the show. I just forgot to watch.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, cause I've been doing other things.
yeah. I was gonna say for a little update. Yeah, this is good, guys. It's last episode. Mm,
Wait, already?
Wait, what?
4 episodes are. What do you mean? It's 4 episodes. This
It, It
Like,
only has four
No, I'm
episodes.
just saying this last episode was good.
Oh,
No, it's not over. No, oh no,
oh, okay.
oh no, it's not over.
I'm like, what the hell?
No, it's not over. I'm
I'm
just
like,
saying. I'm just saying the last episode was
The,
super good.
the way you made it sound like it was.
yeah, right.
No, I'm just saying
Right.
this last episode was super good. Uh, that's all I'm saying. It was super good. Hit you in the give you some feels a little bit already. Uh, yeah, it's good.
It only has. You said four, right?
4 right now. Yeah, it's probably. I'm wondering how many episodes.
So I'm missing this one last week's.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's funny because last episode, not last week's episode left you a little hanging. You're like, oh man, I can't. You just it really set up for this next episode, and then yeah, the fights and the fight with this one was like, I'm just wondering like how big this. I wonder if this is only gonna be like a 12 episode series or like a 24 or how long it's gonna go. That's because right now it's on the 4th episode and I don't know. It's gotta be at least 2 seasons. This 12 episodes ain't gonna get it done. I'm tell you right now. Why things are going. It's gotta be more than 12 episodes. It's gotta be at least 24. You know, even then I think then the manga probably even longer. But I think 24 episodes give it a nice story arc for the anime, and then yeah. But guys, I think that's gonna be the show today. We started a little bit early because I have to work, and I didn't. You know, the show is actually wasn't too long today. wasn't too many news topics. Like I said, the main thing was state of play, but that was like okay show. Wasn't nothing major happening. Uh, yeah, but next week's the Avengers demo. Well, I lost all for some reason. Uh, we lost. I don't know what happened to everybody. But okay. But yeah, that's gonna be the show. Thanks for everybody watching. Thanks to people on YouTube to watch, and hopefully I get to show up pretty early next tomorrow. And yeah, to stay tuned for more gaming news, more anime news, and more streams. Hopefully in the future, and hopefully in the future you get to see my face again. For all you people who want to see my beautiful face. Uh, but yeah.